Today's Lent meditation is based on Gospel according to St. Mark, chapter 5, verses 21 to 43. Two important events showing Jesus' ministry as a healer of soul and his chosen right time of redemption is covered here. It was an era where synagogue leaders opposed Jesus. Jairus, when faced with the possibility of death of his daughter, found himself willing to ask Jesus for help. In Capernaum, Jairus, the synagogue ruler, fell on his feet and earnestly pleaded to come to his house and save his 10-year-old daughter, who was on the brink of death due to serious illness. Come to think of it, Jairus was one among the religious leaders who had shut the doors of the temple for Jesus, as he had healed people on the Sabbath. He may have managed his sense of humiliation and shame in kneeling down before Jesus, the very teacher whom he and his clan of rulers had driven out to preach in the open streets. This was the right opportunity for Jesus to teach a lesson to his oppressors. But he did nothing of that sort, but readily agreed to go to Jairus' house to help. A true, washed in the blood of the Lamb experience was seen in the journey en route to Jairus' home. Jesus encountered yet another victim of a dreadful disease, the woman afflicted with chronic bleeding. He had to break his journey to attend to the woman's peculiar problem and save her from her predicament. People around would have cursed her for stopping Jesus, even Jairus would have. Jesus could have moved as healing was over. He stopped. He not only cleaned her from her illness, but also her stigma and the stature in the society. En route, the news reached that the young girl had died. Imagine the plight of Jairus. He might have been cursing in his mind about the delay Jesus had caused in reaching his house. Jesus was aware of it and pacified Jairus, saying, "Don't be afraid, just believe." The situation when Jesus reached the deathbed of the young girl is understandable. A large crowd of wailing friends and relatives, the bereaved parents, and the people who had become scornful when Jesus said that the girl was only asleep and not dead. Jesus brought the whole situation under control by the powerful utterance, "Talitha koumi." What do we learn here? We learn here about the futility of human prejudice, pride, the human limitations, about infinity of divine power, the forgiveness of God, and abundance of His grace. Jesus is the master of all situations, one who can rectify all the maladies of human life, including death. What He wants is our faith in Him. As He reassured Jairus, "Don't be afraid, just believe." Whatever be the difficulties of human life, Jesus is willing to help, provided one believes in His power and the timing of His redemptive action.